Hello, people. Oh, excuse me. Got a little frog in my throat. Hey, we're gonna get going here in just a sec. Yep, I went to the game. I saw it. I enjoyed it. I hated it, and I was ready to go. But we'll get into that in a little bit more. This is DWTT coming to you from the Emirates. Hello, people. Welcome to the show. Did you miss me on Saturday? Didn't seem like it. Sounded like you guys had a lot of fun on Saturday with Mr. Tom and Sam, as we always do. Hope you didn't miss me. Hope you missed me, I should say. But I hope you enjoyed it as well. Yep. So I got to go to the game. We'll talk about that. So, hey Tony, how you doing?
Feeling a little bit better.
Cool. And also, we got Alonzo in the house. Alonzo, how are you doing?
Hey Yuri, hey Tony, what is up?
Not much. We'll get into it. Oh yeah, you were trying to get into the show. I found a ticket for you. You got in. Welcome. Got also Big Scunner in the house. Welcome to the show. And last but not least, we've got somebody in the dark here. Did you pay your bills? What's going on here? Talking about the dungeon. You got the dungeon. Oh, there we go. Lighting is in. So, yep.
My my ears were really loud. So I have to change the settings.
Oh, okay. How are you doing, Mr. Tom?
I'm wonderful. This
Cool.
is functioning as a bit of an experiment for me personally, because I've gone back to the year 1998. I have hooked my laptop via a 60-foot long cable to the router.
Nice.
So we're going to see if it fucks up or not. Pardon my language. Sorry.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It should be good. It should be good unless your router's having problems. Then it never was the problem that it was Wi-Fi. So there you go. We'll find out. So welcome to the show, as I said. So yeah, as I was saying in my little quick intro, I did make it out to the game. I did meet up with one Ray from the Arsenal fan circle. That was really cool. It's cool to you meet all these people on this channel.
You made a new intro.
I didn't make a new intro.
You've made a new intro, have you? Oh.
No, I made. Well, I've made new intros for the new season. Yeah. So maybe I noticed you didn't use it, but that's cool. I tried to put the date.
I used one called intro.
Yeah, no, I tried to put the season date on it so that it makes it easier to tell which is the latest. But that's cool.
Tom, you did a shit job, is what.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say it. But it sounds like Tony beat me to it. But yeah. No, it was cool. So I put the year of the season, so it should be a little bit easier to figure out which one's the latest. But that's cool. But like I said, yeah, I got to go to the game. I met up with Ray. We met at the train station in New Jersey. We took the train in, and then we switched trains, and then took a train to the stadium.
Golden bucket.
A golden bucket? No. He actually beat me to the station, so there you go. So now it was cool meeting up with him. As I said, this channel, you meet all these people, and sometimes you actually get to see them in the flesh. I saw Mr. Tom, I guess, first, for those on the show. So there you go. So
Yeah.
Mr. Tom was shorter than I expected, and Ray was taller.
Are we doing that again?
Yeah, we're doing it again. We're doing it
Oh,
again.
come on. We did that
And-
last week.
We're
and it
going
Ray-
with
turned
short
into-
leprechaun versus a big fucking
I know, and
leprechaun.
Ray was a little bit taller than me, so I felt a little bit.
Oh, I
What's going on
noticed.
here?
I
Yeah, he's a
noticed
little bit.
that.
He was a little bit taller than me, so
He's
Yeah.
been hiding that. He's been hiding that on the old YouTube.
How tall is he?
he's probably like 6'1", 6'2", probably.
Okay.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So
Good thing
Yeah.
you didn't whip out his
98 was a
Barney
good
style.
year. All right, cool. Yeah, it was BX. There you go. Ian, welcome to the show. And look who joined us as well. You got Sam in the house as well. Welcome to the
Look
show.
who it is. Mr.
Yeah.
Greenwood. Mr.
Yes.
Greenwood bestowing us with his presence.
Are you upset?
Why would I be upset?
Oh, okay.
You didn't sound it.
Yeah, you sounded like, damn it. I thought I was going to get a day without Sam. That's what it sounded like. I'm just translating. Sam, that's what he said.
I didn't say. Obviously, I never said that because
I'm just translating.
I
don't kill the
I do
messenger.
Gary's voice better than he does mine, clearly. Right? Because, hang on. Hello and welcome to the trip. No, I did that too fast. That was way too fast.
Oh, stop it.
And
that,
way
that
too
You're
was
fast.
way too
you're
much.
5'9". I think you and Mr. Tom are fighting for
Oh no, he's taller than me. If he's 5'9".
Oh man, you're taller. You're shorter than that. Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I say
Yeah.
that out loud?
Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
I don't know what this.
Because
I don't know what
you
this.
don't fucking stop telling them.
But anyways, let's get back to it. So, like I said, got to meet
That was
Ray.
Ray's
Cool.
fault. Ray was the one going on about the way you
There you
looked
go.
when Gary went on your trip.
Yeah.
He said you look like a short little leprechaun. A little leprechaun bear. Little red
Racist.
little hairs up there.
That's racist against the Irish because
There
they
you go.
definitely do not want to be compared to me.
Ray's
I don't know.
Irish and he doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't know what
Sorry,
this is all
hello.
about.
Ray did the
Alonzo.
comparison.
What is
so.
this all about, Mr. Tom? I always need to translate what Sam is saying.
Ampadu, lick my shoe and count to 2. Rhymes, doesn't it? I mean.
Okay, is that all it is? All right.
Well,
Did
it's
he
in
get a
reference
hold
to
of some
Leeds'
of
new
my
signing.
All right.
some of my marijuana?
All right, so
Is that
good.
what it was?
Spencer, welcome to the show. So yeah, so it's cool. Hey, let me get into it, and we'll get into it. Right? Let me get into
Oh, does it rhyme with
what I did.
Agadoo?
Oh,
Sorry,
I don't-
Gabby. Sorry.
I don't know. So anyway, so like I said, we met up with
Yabadoo.
Ray. Hey, shut it.
Yabadoo. It rhymes with it.
Oh, Tony, stop it. Anyways, so like I said, met up with Ray. Got to we got to the stadium. We met a couple of buddies of ours, Lauren and Ray, and a gold trophy.
I've heard about them.
So that was pretty cool. That was really cool. Then I met Turkish. I said hi to him, talked to him for a little bit. Then I went in to watch the game. So as I've said on Twitter, for those who have, is it called Twitter anymore? I think they changed the name now, right? It's not Twitter anymore. They don't want to be called the Bird. So whatever that thing is now, yeah. We just went from one Xhaka X to another X. You believe that? Just when you thought you're gone from saying X, you get another one back. But
Is it good to name your company X when everybody's jumping on Matador and all the other?
hey, he's trying to yeah, that's
Whatever
why
hell
it's
they-
called X.
It's
Whatever the hell
ridiculous.
the Instagram thing's called now. I can't keep
yeah.
up with all this shit.
True. So like I said
yeah.
we'll get into it, but like I said on my Twitter, it seemed like a game of threes. You know, you split it in thirds, and that's how the game played out for me. The first 30 minutes, I was enjoying it. Looked really good. We were on attack. They were getting not much. Once in a while, they got a threat, but then it got squashed or they made a mistake. Otherwise, we looked pretty good. We had opportunities to score. And once again, hopefully these missed opportunities don't come back to haunt us. But the next 30 minutes, bang, bang, they scored 2 goals. And the game pretty much soured on that. And we weren't able to get back into it, even with all the subs we put in. Also, we'll get into that as well, but who played and who didn't play. So, Tony.
Yes, sir.
What did you see?
I saw pretty much what you did. We came out at first. Then they kind of started taking advantage. Got the 2 goals. Cruised from there on. Our subs didn't do as much as I would have hoped. And we found out one concrete thing again. Eddie Nketiah is not suitable for first division football.
Yeah. Yeah. And we also found out that we don't even know if we have
I know a team in the championship that can take him.
Yeah.
Hi, Tom.
I know. I think this team called Leads, right?
Leads.
Something like that. It starts with an L and ends with an S. The Leads. I think they won them. They've got a big Nketiah fan there, little short guy. You might have seen him on the Twitters or the
Some
on the
might
YouTubes.
call him the cream of the crop.
Yeah, Lonzo, talk to me. Tell me about the game.
I did not watch because I was at work, but I heard like a certain beautiful 3 did not work, and the one that was starting off at. So basically, what I heard was Partey, when he came on, they did a much better job than what people saw with Havertz and Declan Rice. But it's a friendly, and I think some people take it too seriously. Though I did see the MLS All Star game with the Arsenal, and to me, I thought that was a great way to introduce the fans to our new signings, I guess. But I'm sure we'll talk about it later. But I was really intrigued by Timber and how he played in that game, because of course MLS All Star was just a joke, in my opinion, as were the announcers and the commentators after the game. Anyway, but yeah, Apple TV is not very good at doing that kind of stuff. Maybe they're trying to repeat it in these kind of games, but yeah, it was really weird.
True. Yeah, no, it was that midfield 3. I hope Arteta realizes it's not going to work. Not right now. It might be something for the future. It might be something for when we play like teams lower in the table, teams that we should get a win against, but not against teams that are a little bit better. It was disappointing, as you said, that we did see Partey come in, but it would have been nice to see Partey come in for Havertz, so we could actually see probably what I believe and what many believe is the strongest midfield we got. Probably a really strong midfield for the Premier League. I mean, you got Partey, Declan, and Martin. That's got to be a solid mid 3, right?
I'm kind of surprised Partey's not for sale.
I don't think we can afford to let him go. I think that's like career suicide. You let Partey go, and you're just testing the waters to figure out what you have in midfield. You're taking a big step back to then figure it out. You could not necessarily lose the season, but you can lose a lot of what you had going finishing up that last part of the season to like start all over again, trying to figure it out. I don't think we can afford to struggle for the first part of this season trying to figure out how to play this midfield 3.
I do have a question for you, Gary.
Mm.
How did it feel to watch Arsenal lose twice in one day?
That sucked. That really sucked.
Damn it!
What's the point of a shootout? I know I've seen it a few times in the
to embarrass
friendlies,
Ramsdale. I think it was that they just like, how can we embarrass Ramsdale more?
Yeah, what was the official reason that they not the comedy reason? What was the official reason that there was a penalty?
I don't know what the reason was. It just said like when we're at the stadium, we're like, don't leave afterwards because we are going to have a shootout at the end. So
it would just be nice.
On TV, they were saying they don't get enough practice doing it, so that was the reason.
Right. But I was going to say, it's just nice if someone out of the 4 of us and the 1 million or so people in the chat would happen to know the answer.
Yeah. I didn't know.
That's your answer, Tom.
There you go. Tony has the answer.
Thank you,
Taib
Tony.
has joined us.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, Taib. Yeah. Sam, you are smelly, I think is what he said.
That's literally not what he's saying. He said, Sam. I think he meant to say Sam. Sam, you smelly sea. And
Well,
I bet he's not saying he smells like cabbage.
I have a
More of a fishy kind of smell. Sorry.
Taib.
Does it
I-
rhyme with blunt?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
might. It really might.
Yeah, Spencer doesn't think that's a bad midfield, but honestly, Rice Erdegaard party would be the strong one. No, I think if here's my thing. Does anybody think we are just testing the waters to see what we got,
Tuna,
or if this
Tuna.
is his future, like starting midfield?
I think it's just testing it out, Gary. Because you got to do it now while you still can, right? You know, he's done wonders to players' career so far. Arteta has. So uh, I'm not on the fence. I'm not going to be negative on Havertz just yet. But I think that if you're going to experiment, you got to do it now. Then do it, I guess, the second to last game of the season. We're needing the points. So anything can happen. I think that it's still going to take time to get Rice acclimated with Odegaard and how he plays and how he should have played. So as well as Havertz. So I'm okay with testing the waters now. Might as well do it now, all right?
I guess so. I just would have liked to see us play a little bit. But I mean, I would like to see us play a little bit better, especially when you're going up against what they had coming at us. What is that? What is that, Mr. Tom?
Sorry, 1 second. Can I, seeing as you've gone back round the horn, but you seem to have missed one, I'm going to play Gary for 10 seconds. And it's time, Mr. Tom, what did you think of Arsenal versus Manchester United at the MetLife? Well, thank you, Gary. Thank you for going from Tony to Alonso, back to Tony and Alonso. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me on here at 46 minutes past midnight, where I can give you my take on a football match. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Tom.
Jackass.
Tom.
Sorry. Gary
Tom,
knows
what
I
are
love
you
him.
gonna say
and
the next time he asks you to host? I just tell him to go fuck himself.
I didn't use those words. I didn't use those words.
No, Tom's I use those words.
All right, so Mr. Tom,
right.
Tell me about the game about the team you love, and about how that performance. Is it a thing? Is it? It ain't no thing. What is going on? Talk to me. Let me
tell you my experience of the game. It was watching Ryan get Mr. Arsenal podcast, watching him start out fairly optimistic, then getting progressively less optimistic, and then getting quite upset. And then by half time, all his chat, with the exception of Sam Greenwood, had basically decided that the season was over. And I was like, it's barely even started, lads. But apparently doom was forecast. Doom. And everyone was like, this midfield three, it's not good enough. Odegaard, Saka, and the other one, Havertz, or whoever, I've already forgot. And they're basically like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Like, they've literally played with each other. Like, not in that way. You got to subscribe to OnlyFans.
Okay, people. See, this is where you go off the rails.
They played on the same pitch for 45 minutes plus added on time, right? And people have already decided that's 175 million wasted. That was already decided. That was the verdict at half time. And did it get any better? Of course it never. So did the optimism get up? Of course it didn't. And then the best part, 5 minutes later, you lost again. How'd you lose again?
Now you understand why I skipped over you, because you had nothing good to say, and all you did is just upset me even more.
Alonso had a couple of smiles though. Alonso was like, I'm totally digging this. And Tony sat there like
I'm
he's in
like,
witness protection. Tony's
I'm
in
like,
witness protection. Like, I don't want to admit that I'm on board with this.
Can you even
Sorry,
see
Alonso.
me?
go on.
I just see this giant
I
fucking.
quickly
Sure,
regret
there's
coming
a
on
big
tonight.
glare behind you. Yeah, that sun is coming in. Maybe we're not supposed to see you. You're supposed to talk with that weird voice. Hello, I am the undercover person. I found out what happened behind the scenes.
See.
Yeah,
Your
but I've
chat
never
is
seen it this
acknowledging
way,
that I
Gary.
called it.
They always do it in the dark.
Sam called it. Who cares
Never
what
seen it
Sam
done in
says?
the
Described it exactly as it happened.
No, it was painful to watch. It got worse and worse. I was ready. I did not want to see the shootout, but we had to see it just to see it as anything else, any silver lighting or lining, nothing like
Did
that
either
happened.
of you two boo Arsenal
Three.
during any point of the match?
Should boo who?
Arsenal.
Boo them?
Hey,
No, I don't boo my team.
hey, Tony, I guess you forgot I exist, Tony, huh?
Yeah, C is for cod or for comedian. That's what it is.
That's three, right, Tony?
Yeah.
What?
I said you forgot me too, man.
Mm. There you go.
And it's not.
No.
But,
Yeah.
uh, so I guess Gabrielle scored her own goal.
No. He just made a really poor.
Okay.
He tried to head the ball, and basically he got the assist. Let's just say that.
Ah, man.
Let's just say that it was
Not his fault.
It wasn't his fault, but it was his header that started which put Sancho in a good position to put the ball
Are
away.
we ever to end this stupid high line having your
Well, it all depends on
halfway line?
what you have in front of your front line. Sometimes that matters. That's why I would like to see him. Maybe he'll do it this weekend or tomorrow, whenever it is. Or put Partey and Rice and Erdegaard on the same line, and we'll see how that works. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think that should be our line. As somebody said, and I definitely agree, that should be our line against the top six and so maybe some of those champion league games that we have on the road.
30-some years of football watching, Tom. Have you
What
ever
are
seen
you
a
doing,
team?
Tony? What are you talking about?
I'm
Sorry,
asking
can
you
you
the
repeat?
question. Have you ever seen a team set up
See,
at the halfway
finish.
line?
See, Gary,
Have I ever seen a team sit
the
on the
reason
halfway
why
line?
I think that
Let's say,
Partey.
Yeah.
let somebody let me I'll come to you in a second there,
No,
Lonzo.
go on, Alonso.
Sorry.
What was you going to ask? Sorry.
So, in my opinion, the reason why Partey kind of struggled towards the end of last year, in my opinion, was because he wasn't used to playing a full season because he had always been hurt, right? His first year he missed a lot of games. The second year wasn't as bad, and this year I think because we didn't have a proper replacement for him, he kind of toed off in this play. Therefore, I think, in my opinion, he kind of made some mistakes towards the end of the season, um, which is kind of, I think, unfair for him, unfair to him, because we all can agree on that he didn't have a proper backup to relieve him or come off the bench for him. So I always thought highly of Partey. So I think you're right, Gary. I think it'd be interesting to see how Arteta plays him the next game or into the preseason to see how he can help out Gabriel Magalhaes, because though at times I did get frustrated with Gabriel, like you said, Gary, it's what's in front of him that kind of causes his mistakes. I like a focus rather.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think that three didn't work, and maybe like you said, it'll take some time, but it didn't work in this game. It was probably the worst game to try and test it out to see if it would work, just because we've always got punished by them when we make mistakes, especially when they decide to go.
But isn't Rice supposed to be a 6, Gary?
He's a 6, but is he Partey? Is he a good Partey? When Partey's healthy and on form, is he better than Partey? I don't believe so.
Then why we pay almost triple
No,
what
no,
we
no.
paid for
That's not to say that he cannot get there, but right now, Partey is at his peak. Right, this is the best he's going to get. It's all downhill from here. He's getting older, but he will. But Rice has still room to grow. Right, and that's why I'm saying it'd be a good partnership to have. I know, Mr. Tom, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, it's nothing of real substance, but it's I just wanted to
When
thank
when is it ever?
for-
When is it ever?
occasionally. A broken clock's right twice a day, Gary. Behave yourself. I want to thank BX Gunner for reminding everyone that Boca Juniors are about to kick off against Newell's Old Boys, which Newell's Old Boys, I don't know if you know this, Gary, they're my Argentinian team.
They are your Argentinian team. Do you have the shirt? I thought, is that the shirt you were showing me? Is that the one you were showing me? I said, what a shirt is that? And you said, no?
No, but they're my Argentinian team. Newell's Old Boys playing at the Marcelo Bielsa Stadium. Yeah, he built their training ground, and then they named their stadium after him because he's awesome. Nice. And obviously, me and Sam had a discussion on him on Saturday, which you can catch on the road trip. And there's no real reason that you shouldn't go back and watch it because it's great stuff. Great stuff.
Is every seat in the stadium a bucket?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
It was a good show. I did watch it back, so you did say some bad things about me, but that's all right.
Well, yeah, I mean, fully justified as well. But obviously, things that we've also said to you because we're fun that way. I actually prefer it when you are around because then you can't see a look on your face. So double bonus. But to be fair, right? What's the second thing? Oh yeah, second thing. Spencer Broncos, big fan of this. There is a bag of crisps. Yeah.
Very nice, people. We will
Bag
have
of crisps.
crisps. Ray has joined us. Welcome to the show, Ray.
Why doesn't Ray ever join us on
We
the
also
show?
had Chris Nix joined us. Welcome. I didn't say hello to you when you first got in, but welcome to the show.
During his show, I went because obviously Sam had just joined his show, right? So I went, Ray. I've in chat. I went, Ray, give me the link so I can come on torment Sam. And do you know what he did? He did nothing.
That's great. I love it.
It's a disgusting turn of events. Censoring, Mr. Tom. The cream of the crop.
He didn't want you to take over the show from Sam, you know.
I would never have done that because, in my defence, when I'm hosting with Sam does most of the talking, and I'm perfectly fine with it. Because I pop up, I'm like, oh, that's a good comment. That's comment. And Sam could be like, rah.
True.
Racism, anti-English racism, right?
There you go. Like I said, it was great to meet up with Ray. Have to do it again. So, very, very cool. All right. So that's anybody else have anything while we continue on? Chris reveals his inner slag at the right time. There you go. On Saturday, you got a full breakdown of Leeds United. Are you done for the season now? No more Leeds talk needed, Spencer?
No. Leeds conceded a header from the 18-yard line.
A header?
We conceded a header from the edge of the box.
How does that happen?
I can tell you.
Did the goalkeeper pass out or something?
Sorry, can you pop up the last question? That last comment. Sorry, just quickly, please, Gary.
This one?
Thank you, esteemed. No, the one after it.
Oh.
Yep, just so we can just address that, and now it's done with. You're forgiven, Ray. Right? But right, that's fine. Obviously, in all seriousness, Ray can have whatever he wants on his show. Of course, I'm not genuinely annoyed. Just funny, isn't it? Just
See, look, Sam agreed with him. See, Sam didn't want you on the show either. See, you think you got friends, you got no friends.
It's true. There's no friends in the YouTube game. They'll turn on you like the spin of a coin.
You got me, Tom.
It's quite disgusting.
Oh, you got Tony.
Oh,
that's that cool. I just saw a tear come down his eye. I don't know if it's a good tear or a bad tear.
No. Having Tony turn around and go, "You got me for life, Tom," is like being told you're the nicest guy in prison. It's like No. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. I appreciate it deep down, but I have to make a joke about it.
Oh
It's
man.
human nature.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you could all have your serious football discussion, right, in a second. Just give
Yes.
me 18 seconds to describe. And the big meltdown, right? The big meltdown that happened when Arsenal were 2-0 down at half time. Let me tell you the meltdown that happened when Leeds conceded a header from the 18-yard line. We all Leeds fans looked at it and we are just like, yeah, that confirms that we want the goalkeeper sold. Done. No meltdown. It was just, yeah, that hopefully, I'm glad that happened because in a friendly where it's really ultimately meaning this. And it's like, yeah, because hopefully that will show the decision makers at the club, get rid of the goalkeeper, get a semi-competent goalkeeper. That
I got a remedy
stay
for
on
you,
his line.
Tom.
Sorry, go on.
We got an Icelandic goalkeeper that you
No,
can just have.
No, I'd rather play rush goalie than play Randerson because it's similar.
I think he's
Probably do
learning. I think
better.
he's learning some more things. He can put
No,
the right shoe on the
No.
right foot, the left shoe on the left foot. I mean, he's up there.
absolutely
But
not.
let's get into it.
I'd rather have Magic Johnson in goal.
Okay. Is that good or bad? I don't know.
He's a tall individual and he can't be worse than Melier. So
Probably, yeah. He could probably play that. Let's get into it. The front three. Got Martin Elliott and Kedia and Saka. For me, Saka looked really good. I would like him to get shots off, but in terms of putting some pressure on that back line, he did a good job. Made some nice crosses in there. We had a couple opportunities from Martinelli. Should have scored at least one of them. And Kedia made a really poor judgment in the box. I think as many people said, should have squared it off to, I think it's Erdogan, but he didn't. He chose to hold on to it, and as he does, nothing good happens after that. He got to play 60 minutes as a number 9 for the team, and then another 10 minutes on the wing.
that cheeky fucker, Spencer. Sorry.
Yeah. So, Alonso, tell me about that front three.
Going forward, it's frustrating because I'm sure you could agree, and I guess Tony and Tom can too. Whenever a couple of summers ago, Arteta resigned, wanted Eddie and Katie to stay right on a huge contract. You see Sasha Katie do well, and then he goes on this run where he does nothing, and he gets shots on goal, but then they're not getting going through the goal. So, as a fan, as an Arsenal fan, I expect Eddie to do more, and I've kind of I wanted Eddie to succeed on this Arsenal team because I know the talent is there, but whenever you're missing chances like he did last year, especially against City and other teams as well, it makes you wonder if Eddie and Katie is even good enough on Arsenal to be in an Arsenal kit. So I'm assuming he didn't have a good game against Manchester United from what I've heard, which is you gotten used to being disappointed by him. Saka and Martinelli, I'm used to them doing something productive and scoring goals, and maybe in this system, we're gonna have to rely on the wingers again to score goals. That's what I'm thinking. And if it works, it works, but it can only get you so far.
No, for sure. He did do some positives and some negative, mostly negatives for me, but he did come back and support a little bit for a little while, and then he started to come back in with the intention of holding the ball up in midfield, and every time ball was taken off of him, it was not good. It was not good. Every time he came up to support and put in a position to hold up the ball, he gave it up and basically created a counter each time. Not good for him. I don't know what we wanted. What else Arteta needs to see from him? I don't know. I always say you're gonna go away for the there's something you need to be working on your game. I saw him doing a lot of running. Not sure he was working on like the footballing aspects of the game in terms of hold up play and shooting and all of that, because we don't get to see much of that.
Mhm.
And those are the things that are an issue. I think at one point there was a loose ball. It looked like he might have been able to get to it, and he didn't. That would have been, that's kind of his trademark thing. He will attack any mistakes that are made by the opposing team, but not no dice. So yeah, the fact that Balogun didn't play makes it even worse to me, because not only is Ray will tell you, Ray, he's from New York. This is as close as they're going to get to playing in New York, and he didn't play at all.
How come?
And now and it, huh?
How come
How come what?
he didn't play Balogun?
It's like coach's decision, right? He played Jesus to finish off the last 20 minutes, and I saw today Balogun and somebody else were practicing. Oh, Zinchenko were practicing. They weren't practicing with the team. Zinchenko, we know, is injured. Balogun, I'm not sure that he's injured, so I think that's going to be a concern there. So, Tony, talk to me about that front three: Martinelli, Nketiah, and Saka. What did you see?
I'll start where
Yeah.
Alonso was asking us. To me, we're still selling the wrong striker. Just Eddie doesn't have the finishing. He might track back like Arteta wants to and
Yep.
do a false nine and all that bullshit. But we need a striker, an out and out striker. I don't know why you're going to sell Balogun for 40 million. You're not going to be able to replace him for 40 million. You can't go the entire season with two strikers. We seen what happened last season. Now we got more games, bigger games, got Champions League. So having backup strikers are important. And I just keep saying Eddie's not good enough. As far as the other two, Martinelli looks like he's still trying to get his form. Like you said, Saka just needs to just shoot. To me, he needs to be trusting him more. I'd rather see him playing in the middle than Balogun, even when like Jesus was on the outside. Try that instead of Eddie in the middle there. But all in all, you know what you're going to get from two of them. And, you're not going to get very much from Eddie.
True. And Big's going after me, talking about my allegiance to. That's my homeland. I was born there. Passport says I'm from there. I spent a good part of 9 years there. So, yeah, I can claim a little bit of it if I want, as I choose. Even though
Can I claim it since my family came in 1630?
Nope, not at all. Sorry. Nope. So, Mr. Tom, we've been talking about your boy here, Eddie Nketiah. Did you watch the game?
You know what?
Did you watch the game?
I watched everyone else watch the game. I had no
Okay.
interest in watching the game. I just wanted to talk shit to people and distract them. But no, the truth is, right, I'm frothing at the mouth, right, because of the Eddie disrespect that I'm hearing. Okay, because it's like we watch different. It's like we're watching two different people. Because you're talking about a guy that doesn't score goals, and I'm talking about a guy that does nothing but score goals. Because partly because I've been watching the first half of the Leeds United 1920 season, where he does score he scored 6 goals. So felt like a lot.
You know what? He hasn't scored 6 goals for Arsenal in the Premier League since.
What happened when he scored against Man United in was it February, I believe?
Oh, you mean the 4 goals he scored last season? Is that what you mean?
No.
4. He scored 4. We lost our striker for 4 months, 2 months of games, and our backup striker gave us 4.
We're not an FPL show, right? We're not a stats-based show, right? Right, Gary. Yeah, I feel I can claim that because being here part enough, I'm part of the fucking furniture, all right. So I'm just like, You're sitting there like, oh, he scored 4 goals, but 25% of them goals netted you cash, hard money,
We
cash,
needed more
money.
goal. We need more goals from him. That is how it works.
I don't care what
That's
you
how it
need from
works.
him. I don't care what you need from him. When I needed him, he come up trumps.
Well, that's terrible because we were probably paying part of his salary when he was giving you those goals, and now
Tom,
we're paying him even more money. And guess what he's giving us? Nothing. Nothing even
come
close
get
to
him.
that.
He's
Uh,
championship level.
That's
Nah,
what
nah. He's Champions League level, clearly, because he's playing
Champions
for a
League.
Champions League team.
I guess so. We'll find out. And as Big's gonna says here, I thought Balogun would come in similar to
Nah.
Saliba with a chance to,
I got a
make
deal
us.
for you.
Yeah, talk to me.
Sorry, this is worth it, right?
This is probably not worth it, but go
It's
ahead.
a great deal. It's a great deal.
Yeah.
Would you be prepared to give Eddie Nketiah to Leeds United if in return you took Patrick Bamford?
Patrick Bamford and
Patrick Bamford for Eddie in a straight
and the man
swap.
in the middle and
In
the
a
man in the
straight
middle.
swap.
What about the man in the middle? Tyler Adams. We'll take him as well. We'll take both of them off.
No. You wouldn't want him. He's injured.
That's
He's still
fine.
He's going to be back in September.
That's fine. We'll take him as well.
There's no need for you to take him.
You don't know what we need. You don't know what we need.
I do know what you need because I've seen your results.
We don't need Bamford, and we'll take Tyler Adams.
You need something to motivate the goalkeeper. Clearly,
Bamford won't do that. You know what? Teams will drop their goalkeeper if we start Bamford. They'll just drop him. They won't even. They'll play with 10 outfield players. They won't even have a goalkeeper. The man will be sitting behind the goal,
have a sweeper
drinking tea.
Listen. There's only so much I can accept about Bamford, all right? Because he still helped me achieve my dreams of being back in the league, but then he also helped me achieve my dreams of my nightmares. Sorry, of no longer being in that league. And before anyone go, the Bamford disrespect.
Yeah.
I've never said anything about him that is unfair. I've never said I've never messaged his wife. I've never messaged any of his family saying they should kick his daughter down the stairs, unlike a lot of Leeds fans that did do that because people were scummy.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't think I'm unjustified in thinking Leeds United bought Patrick Bamford in 2018, and I'm very surprised / disappointed that we are essentially back where we started when we bought him 5 years later, and we've still got him.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to offload the luggage. You didn't do it.
We unloaded none of the luggage. We're luggage and passengers holding it.
You're supposed to let it go. Look, I'm getting claimed by the East Coast.
You know I'm right, Ian.
I'm from the East Coast.
You know I'm right.
Hey, brother, I'm from the East Coast. The East Coast claims me. First, I was down south. Some say it's not the dirty South, but down south in Miami. Now I'm up in New Jersey. East Coast, baby. I don't know what this means. 1690, Tony. I don't know what that means.
You can't have Dallas, Cooper, like not Forshaw anymore, Bamford, and Ayling, and then 4 years later still have them and think you're going to be a Premier League outfit.
Hey, look, we've had Nketiah, Holding, El Neni. Who else am I missing? Am I missing anyone on our team? Yeah.
But everything. But you put quality around it, so it's like you still do okay in spite of
but Tom, you have rabies.
I do, because I said I was frothing at the mouth. I got what he meant. I mean, it was a fair comment.
Yeah. How many goals would be acceptable for Nketiah in a season? It has to be 10.
76.
It has to be 10. If we're gonna get, it has to be 10 goals. He has to hit the 2-digit mark for me, or else it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Think about it. Emil Smith-Rowe hit 10 goals. He didn't start for us. He's back healthy with a better team in front around him. We should expect 10 goals from him. And Nketiah has been here. He's shown his stuff for the last 2 seasons. Got a big deal for it. 10 goals. He needs to get at least 10 goals. If not, then it's not working.
And how many assists to go with it?
Oh, I don't
10
care
goals?
about the assists. For Nketiah,
It's twofold.
you
Ian.
want
It's
wait
twofold.
a second. Nketiah, what? Say it again. You want to how is he going to get an assist? He should
You
be
got
right in front of the goal every
Martinelli
time.
and Jesus.
He's
It's
just
pretty
not
fucking
playing
easy.
inverted. He's not going backwards. I want him in the box when the ball comes in. Put it away.
Just pass the ball sideways. That's all you
No,
gotta do.
score. You take shots. That's what he does. 10 goals. He has to be 10. Ray agreed to me. 21 appearances last year, 4 goals. Not going to do it, Mr. Tom. Not going to do it. Not when he started half of those games.
Those must be massage stats or something, because there's no way that's true.
He started
That's
at least
fake
half
news.
of those games, and he only gave us 4 goals. Come on.
No, that's not the best. That's fake news. That's fake news. It's not true. It's not
8
true.
goals in 38 games played, all competitions.
More
And he
like 8
started
goals,
pretty
9
much
games played.
every Europa League game. Guess who we played in the Europa League? Boda Glimt. PSE.
Oh, the
who was the
team
other
that
one?
beat Roma 6-0.
And who was the other team we played in? I can't remember. They were in Europa
Zurich.
League.
I know it was Zurich.
Zurich. We played
Yeah.
those teams. He scored, I think, 2 goals in 6 matches.
But you must
Not
have only
gonna
given him
do
the
it.
ball twice. You only supplied him the ball twice then, because
That's not
he is
true.
what we call on the streets, on the mean streets where I'm from. He's a
What's the main
bags
street?
man.
Where are you from again?
East London.
East London, baby. All right.
Yeah, the mean streets. Yeah,
The main
where I'm
streets of the
from on the
East.
streets. Yeah, he's called a bags man. Because he bags goals, man.
So we're gonna have to play him in every game this season for him to get 10 goals. That's not gonna work.
Listen. People need the correct motivation, all right? And you don't give him the correct motivation, clearly.
We give him
Whenever you-
What do
£100,000.
you mean? He wanted a 14 shirt.
Nah.
He got a 14
Nah.
shirt. He wanted a 5-year contract. Get
Nah.
a 5-year contract. He
Nah.
wanted
Whenever you look
100
at him,
bags a
I
week.
don't care.
He got
I don't care
100
about your
bags a week.
facts. I don't care about your cold hard facts, all right?
The man,
You sit there, and
The
then
man
when
got what he
but
wanted.
think of his feelings.
Me
He's
and
a
Gary
human
both
being.
did him. I did
Think
him
of
he
fast.
wanted.
his
Hey, he
feelings.
wanted to
That
start.
when you all see him, you look at him like he's shit. You look at him
He
like
said,
he's shit on the bottom of your
he
shoes.
said,
He's got feelings.
he said, I bag goals when I start. So he said, all right, bang. He got 10 starts and gave us some goals and then just disappeared.
What, 10
Like-
got 4? What was it? 4 goals in 10 starts. It's not
Do you
bad.
know what
It's
South
In
under
about
Park
10,
100.
character he is?
21 games though. He played in
I don't
21
care about
games.
21 games. Starts are what matter.
Do you know what
Starts are
South
matter.
Park character he is, Tom?
Yeah. Look at that. The man played.
I want
Yeah.
you to say this.
Come on, Mr.
I did
Pooh.
not. Well, actually, I might have for comedy value, but the truth is, the relegation was twofold. The spine of the team is still the spine of the championship, so ultimately they regressed back to championship level, and that's where we've ended up. Also, you surrounded them with inexperience, with players that had never kicked a ball in the Premier League before. Put them both together, recipe for fucking disaster, and that's what we got.
True.
Are you trying to tell me you got too many fucking Americans? That's what you're saying.
The only problem with this, Spencer, he's not going to score in the Champions League most likely. So the goals that he scored in the Europa League are gone. So he's going to have to score in the cup games. I still want 10 in the Premier League. If he's behind Jesus, we need a killer that's going to excel in Europe. Big season is yeah. I'll take the potential of Balogun over the experience of Nketiah. Or go out and spend some money and get us somebody with even more experience, especially in Europe. Be nice. Yeah. Well, I don't know what you guys think. I don't think Nketiah is going to get assists the way he plays. He doesn't play like Jesus. He's not going to be laying balls off for Saka and Martinelli. It's just not the way. That's not the way he rolls, man.
Trying to talk like you're also from the mean streets.
From the main streets of East London. Is Acton in East London?
No, Acton. Is it West London? I believe.
Acton's West London.
Let's take a trip to the Wayback Machine.
There you go. Let's see
How
where
the
I
hell
was.
did you not
where I
know
lived.
where it's located, Tom? You live there.
I've only ever been there one time, and
that's
that
to see
was
me.
to be up with Gary.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's the other part, as being kind of says here. He got his chances in the Europa League, and he
I was
disappeared
right.
on us.
It is West London. Sorry. It is
Oh,
West
it is?
London.
So
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. That is
Oh,
I don't understand
where's
this whole.
Alonso go?
He left us
Gary's
for
from
about.
the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah. See, I'm even wary of Eddie starting League Cups against Oxford. That's really mean, Big Gunner.
Alonso, would you give Eddie another chance to redeem himself?
Cool. I'm on.
Oh.
So yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
hear you.
So
You gotta re-go.
I'm on
Redo,
recording
Alonso.
from the podcast. Anyway, so I'm on two podcasts at the same show. Yeah, in Kedia, right? So like I said before, the talent is there, right? The chances that he's made
I agree.
of
I agree.
them
What?
have been kind of. He should be bagging chances at the right if he's going to go to media and talk the smack that he's been talking about. Well, how can I score goals if I don't have any minutes? Well, Arteta gave him that shot like a lot of times last year, especially when Jesus got hurt. I think that's why, we're not upset, but wondering why he hasn't put in the ball in the net. And like I said, I've always believed in Eddie Nketiah. He scored some goals against some pretty big teams like Chelsea, Man United, etc. So why can't he do that every time he plays against a big team? So the potential is there. The squad is there for him to succeed. It's just that he doesn't do it the way we want him to, and that's scoring goals. So
I hear you. I hear you. And he did say he wanted minutes, and he got them. I was just looking at the numbers here because Mr. Tom loves the numbers. So he played 30.
I do when they suit me.
He played in like 30 Premier League games, and he was the only one over 1,000 minutes outside of our starting 11, essentially. And Trossard, who played 10 less games than him,
Yeah,
had double the amount of goal contributions, had over double the goal contributions than he did, and also looked good covering in that inverted 9 position. And that man can't even get on the field. That's disappointing, isn't it? Is Tony like? Where's Tony? He's fading out there?
I'm here. Sorry.
Yeah.
now Tony, move back so it looks like you're in witness protection again.
We've got Holly, Spencer's
That's
better half in the
yeah,
house. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
All right. So should probably bring some good football knowledge as well. How to run with a striker lineup of Jesus, Bellingham, Havertz,
Probably
and
knows
Trossard.
more than you, Gary.
Probably. I don't know much. You're right.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I mean,
It's true.
I like these as our options. Think about it. These are better options than Mr. Thomas, Eddie, and Kedia.
Oh, is he Mr. Tom's Eddie Nketiah now?
Yes, yes.
Wow. Wow. I did not invent that. When the social media police come for me, right? It was Gary who said that.
No, I mean, I wanted Kedia to do good, but at some point the man's got to go. Like Banford has to go, right?
In my opinion.
Yeah. So in my opinion, Kedia's got to go. And like in like a million other Arsenal fans' opinions, it's probably time for him to find
Actually,
something different to do.
can I quickly revise that?
Go on.
I don't necessarily want Bamford out of the club. I just don't want him to be the guy that we are pinning our hopes on again. As in, don't make him the number one striker, sort of thing.
You think he's good
I
even
have
coming off
nothing
the bench?
I think he could be useful coming off the bench. Like, that's certainly not a thing. I'm not anti-Bamford 100%, like, think he's terrible. I just think it's a bad idea to be wholly reliant on him for a 6th year running.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Tom's
That's
comedy
fair.
value it's questionable. It needs some good evaluation.
I've been called questionable a lot, so that's fine.
See, look, Trossard should be our backup number 9. That actually makes more sense than anything else. And then let Havertz
Why
figure
can't he
out
be our
whether he wants the
starting
8 or the
number
9. Huh?
Why can't he be our starting number 9? Jesus isn't a number 9. He's a winger.
He could definitely do that. We could definitely do that. That's why I think we have good depth if we use it. If we do what? Rotate. If we rotate our players, the starting lineup in DC was great. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. We didn't get into this one because we talked about the midfield. We talked about the back line. Sorry, we talked about the front line. The back line, I don't think I have much to say about our twin towers. They'll be fine. I know people say that Gabriel always has mistakes, but I feel we've had mistakes from both our center backs. So
It's not his fault with the high line.
Yeah, he gets punished, and you know what? A lot of times our center backs get punished by what happens in front of them. So that is true. But I think the man that we want to talk about, anyways, I think Timber. Timber's the man.
That's why I asked you about 10 minutes ago. I was ask you what you thought.
Yeah, talk about it. I need to step away for just a second. I'll be right back.
What do you think of Timber, Alonzo? Have you got to see him yet?
I like how he's a prototypical Dutch player as far as he has no pace to go forward a lot and be active in the midfield. I think that he could be an inverted right back where Zinchenko doesn't do that well in my opinion. I think Timber was brought in because he knows how to move up the pitch. He's a good defender. I believe he got 2 goals last year for Ajax, maybe more. But he has gotten assists as well. He's on the Dutch team already. He has cemented his place on the Dutch side there. Yeah, he's very young as well. He could play, and I think that's a good signing for Arsenal. I think a lot of people expected him to go to Man United because of Ten Hag. But yeah, I thought that whenever I found out that we were in for him, it was a great signing. I was happy because we haven't had a Dutch player at that caliber since I believe it was Vermaelen, and we saw what kind of player he was. He played 2 positions as well, so I think they're doing something right over there in Holland. I think that I kind of noticed something with Arteta in this style of play. It kind of reminds me of total football in the sense that you have all these players playing multiple positions, and it's good. It's good to see. To be honest with you guys, yeah.
No, you know what? The one thing that Timber has going for him is that happy accident, as one Stan says. Stan is it, and we've noticed it over the last number of summer windows. We always have a player that starts. We don't think he's going to start in a particular position, and then he ends up having to, and then it works out every time so far. So you've had that right with White. You had that with Gabriel. You look at each window. I think we've always had a player, and this might be Timber coming in for Zinchenko. Might be a good sign that now we've got a solid player who's I believe is probably better defensively than Zinchenko. Can play up, can invert. Probably not as experienced as Zinchenko, but gives us something. Gives us a good apprentice essentially to maybe take over for that position probably. So it sounds like a good, a good happy accident again. Tony,
Yeah, he's more of that wing back that can do the attack and the defense. I like Zinchenko a lot, but I always thought he would be up more in that midfielder role as to the defense. I think he could be the left midfielder there, but as far as being left back, wing back, whatever you want to call it there, he's not good enough. Part of it's for size. We kind of seen it Saturday on the opposite side of the pitch. The little Dutch destroyer, as people want to call him. His size isn't good enough. To me,
the butcher is just as short, right? And
yeah,
he seems to be doing all right. So I don't think it's size as much as it is. So some people say the heart, the way they play. All right,
it's nice to have options, but
yeah, no, I think he was a good player, and that's could be a good future player for us wherever he plays because he can play, I think, in multiple positions. So that'd be good. Mr. Tom, anything you heard about Mr. Timber that you want to bring up?
No.
No, perfect. Tomiyasu was on the other side. I think Tomiyasu did all right. I mean, he did okay. I think he's still working his way back into this thing.
Excuse me.
I think they did. I think they did attack from that one side. I don't know where he was when Rice had to come over and support.
by the time he's back, Gary, he'll be out again.
Yeah, when White's back, you mean?
No, I'm talking about Tomiyasu injuries.
Well, hopefully that's why you need to rotate your players so then maybe he'll continue to play, keep his form, but not be getting injured from playing football all the time.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
Did Timber start on the left?
Start on the. He's actually, you know what? You're right. He started on the right. He started on the right.
So Tomiyasu started on the left end.
That's correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay.
Sorry, that is correct. Yeah. So Jerry and Timber would be Yurchenko on the right. So not sure how that would work with if Zinchenko and Timber play. I think that would be really good for us.
You just have to have somebody dropping back.
Well, one of them has to drop back, right? We kind of use support. When you invert from the left, you have to roll back. I know Zinchenko's not the best to do that, but that's the option you have.
Nobody was doing that last year, and that was our problem. You had Gabriel on a island.
Well, because you didn't have Zinchenko on the right-hand side, that's why. Now you have a Timber on the right-hand side,
Yeah, but
potentially.
even White was too far ahead, not getting back there to help.
So Arteta. Well, you know what? I like to think that as much as that could be a problem, we still need to score goals. We have opportunities to score the goals, and we don't. And then we find out whether or not that was a problem when the other team, counters on us because we're out of position. But I think in any of those games, you could see we could have scored. I don't know what's up with Mr. Tom showing us his dolls.
They're called action figures, Gary.
Wrestling dolls, as they call them, right?
Action figures.
That thing.
No. BX Gunner got me this. All right, it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing the t-shirt that BX Gunner sent me.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
I've still been waiting almost 11 months for my package from VX.
Yeah.
Test VX.
Definitely like Timber. And what is this? We need this squad moving like a unit. That's the That's the thing I'm always concerned about is now we are much stronger than we've ever been. We still should be able to play the way we want to when we go to our bench. Right now, it doesn't look like that. So Arteta's got to figure out who and where they need to play. Starting the season on a high is a must. We have to. What is it? we need to go into that City match having won 8 matches, I believe.
Warriors, stay with
Yeah.
me. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was just-
Tommy
couldn't help
playing
myself.
center back, huh? There
I
you
thought
go.
you were going to say Warriors come out and play.
No, I need the milk bottles for that. Clink, clink.
Clink, clink.
You never seen the film The Warriors, Gary?
I don't think so.
Oh,
How
very good
have
movie.
you done that so far in this life? It's a great
Yeah,
movie.
this would be good. Yeah, you put Zinni and Timber against those lower teams. The only problem is I feel like Zinchenko needs to. We shouldn't have to play him against the lower teams just because once again he can't give us 30+ games in a season. So we're gonna have to rotate him. Timber might be able to do it, but Zinchenko, I can't
There
have him
is a
being out.
solution there that Arteta refuses to go with.
Psst.
You're not
Because
gonna say.
Question.
no,
I
you
have a
you have
question of the
Timber,
week as well.
you have Tommy
Oh, nice.
Asu, and you have Tierney, all that can play center back. You can put 3 center backs there
You
and
don't
have
want to.
everybody attack. Then you don't
But
have to worry
Tony,
about
but
somebody dropping
Tony,
back.
he's not played through center backs.
He played 4 center backs in against either the MLS or Nuremberg. He played 4 because Timber can play center back. So he had 4 on the line. So he has whatever Pep had last season, having 4 center backs playing on that back line, I believe. So he's got that. My only problem with that is I have no doubt Pep's changed that. That worked for him last season because of the players that he had, and now if he fills the holes that he needs, he'll probably do something different this season. That's Arteta's playing catch up as opposed to just going with, I think, whatever works for the players you have, not what Pep did last season kind of thing. I think that's going to be his downfall. He's trying to be Pep when in reality he should be just playing with what he's got, putting those players in the best opportunity and position to win, and going with that. I think that's going to be that might be a problem. The Community Shield is a must-win, not for silver. Yeah, Spencer, I'm with you. It isn't. I don't care about the silverware. We have to go into games expecting to beat City, not like hoping to win. We need to go in there definitely confident that we can get something out of that game. We win this one, I don't care if somebody says, "Oh, it's the Community Shield, they weren't playing hard." Nah, they play hard all the time. They don't want to lose. City does not want to lose. I believe that.
City do what I tell them to do.
I'm sorry, BX gonna have not. That's probably why I didn't get. I'm not getting any free stuff from you either. I didn't get any action figures or a shirt. I guess I'm not
He
into
didn't
wrestling.
get free stuff. He didn't get free stuff. I sent him a half and half scarf for the Man United Arsenal game and the match program.
Oh, okay. He did send me money for the stuff I got him, so I guess it wasn't an even exchange that way. So maybe next time. Liverpool won it last year. Yeah, that means it for me. It has nothing to do with like winning it for prestige, but we need to get that monkey off our back. We can't be going into City matches going, it's just the time we're going to get the win. No, I'm hoping to go into that City match and whenever it is, hoping to get our second win against City in as many months. So gotta yeah, go ahead.
I think it is important. Sorry, Gary. I think it is important to point out though that you can only put so much stock in the Community Shield because this time last year in the Community Shield, everyone had decided that Haaland was a fraud when he had missed that one particular opportunity. And then he laughed at it as if to go, all right, you wait and see. And then 50 goals later, or whatever it was.
That's not the same thing. This is we have to get that stink off. I don't care where it is. If we had beat City,
I know what you all saying.
it's totally different than what Haaland was going through. He was coming in having scored many goals. He's gonna miss some. We haven't beat City in how many years now? It seems so. Totally different situation. I hear what you're saying, but it doesn't work here.
How many years has it been since you beat them?
I think the last time we beat him was in a
FA Cup.
cup. Was in a cup match, right?
Okay, crap.
God, we've beat them sooner than you have. Oh my
Exactly.
God,
Exactly.
really?
Yeah.
Really? Sorry,
That's
I'm
what happens when you beat City and
talking to my captive. My
championship.
master.
So.
Did Leeds beat Man City quicker than us?
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Even that team
alright.
beats City. You know, that's where we're at. So I guarantee Pep cares
Alright.
about winning. Yeah, exactly, Spencer.
Alright.
He doesn't want to go out there not to win. Are you kidding me?
Pep's a winner. As I said before, the only time I've ever known him to not be angry they lost was when Bielsa beat him.
Yeah.
Tom, can you ask Barry a question?
Ask who?
I'll ask Barry a question. Go on then.
Who's Barry?
Just ask him the
Why
last
is
time
why is
Arsenal
Tony
beat
bring up this nonsense every show?
Sorry, ask him what? Sorry, Tony.
the last time Arsenal beat Manchester City.
Oh,
It's hot. It
jeez.
might not be correct
Look,
because I
FA
believe
Cup
Oh, yeah,
Barry,
it's
semifinal.
a big time. Everyone knew that, Tony.
I believe Barry's algorithm only goes up to 2020.
That's not a good backlog of information there. That
We'll
team will
find out.
lose to Luton and beat City, most likely. Yeah, like back to back. Screw everybody's betting up. There you go. Serial winners care about winning every
Alright.
game, for sure. That's why we have to get it. We need to beat everybody. We be able to think we can beat everybody in this league. And the one team we have not
Oh.
done that is City.
Got an answer. Sorry. The conversation went, when was the last time Arsenal beat Manchester City? So Barry said, I'm not sure, but I can look it up for you if you'd like. I replied, yes, please. So Barry said, according to my sources, Arsenal last beat Manchester City on July 18th, 2020.
Yeah,
Which
they're inappropriate.
tracks with what you said, the FA Cup semi-final, due to the COVID, isn't it? So
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah. Yep. So
Wait,
So-
Barry,
it's been years.
So
Huh?
the funny about it is like Arsenal also beat City in 2017 in that cup semifinal too,
Yeah.
because Sanchez scored that game, as did Nacho Monreal in 2017.
Yeah.
to answer your question, Alonso, Barry is the artificial intelligence on Snapchat. I just name him Barry instead of my AI, as he likes to be called. And
Yeah,
I forced him to accept being called Barry.
True. Yeah, and this is why in this.
does he still call you brother?
He has no. That happens when he doesn't. I go, remember Barry? You said you'd call me brother, and he goes, yeah, right. Sorry, brother.
All right, we're done talking about this Barry guy.
Yeah. Fine.
We don't have
fine,
enough.
fine.
Tony, stop it. No more Barry talk. And then,
I
when
like
we played
Barry.
we played that three at the back against City. That's because we didn't have good players. We got better players now. But if Partey and Rice and Erdegaard don't start against City, I think we lower our odds to win. Oh, Slice X is in the house. X like in the Bird app, which has gone away.
How do you like being called? Do you actually like being called 00 Slice X, or is it like, do you want to be called Slice? Do you want to be called 00, like your Bond? Like, is it 00
Huh?
Slice?
Yeah.
I think he wants to be called Double.
Yeah, Sanchez and Irva, they did give us some good days and some bad days. City
Might
had
want to be called Barry.
71% to Arsenal's 29, and we won. So there you go. Not about possession, people. Colonel Ward has joined us. He's a little late. He missed us talking nonsense for an hour. We don't talk nonsense. We actually talked some good stuff today. Like every day. Michael Jackson has been reincarnated. That is true. So
Michael
we are
Jackson.
getting. What is it?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Oh
I'm
no!
Michael Jackson.
All right, time for that. It's time for something. Let's move on. It's time to move on. Let's move on to something now. Let's go to Mr. Tom's question of the show, people.
We're not going to see his Chris first.
Quiet down in the back.
Okay.
Here's a teacher.
Dutch strikers Patrick Kluivert and Ruud van Nistelrooy have something about them both that is both rather unique yet incredibly similar. What is it?
They're
Say it
Dutch.
again.
Not that they're Dutch. Not that they're Dutch, obviously.
Damn it.
Web
Not
toes.
that they're Dutch.
Say it again. Tom.
Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. They are coming,
Patrick
people.
Kluivert and Ruud van Nistelrooy have something about them that is both rather unique yet similar.
They scored against. They're both Dutch. They scored against Austria.
They are both Dutch, but that's not the answer I'm looking for, young man.
They both play for Ajax.
No, because I don't believe Ruud van Nistelrooy did. I believe he was a PSV player.
Anybody else in the crowd? Let's see if anybody else has answers. Oh,
They both.
Colonel Ward says he's got they both coached PSV.
Nope. That might actually be true, but it's not the answer I'm looking for.
What about most game with consecutive goals?
Nope.
Ooh.
They both were.
Although Ruud van Nistelrooy, I believe, did have the record that was broken by Jamie Vardy for games with goals consecutively.
They both. Did they both play on the '88 Euro team?
Nope. They would be, at the time, they would have been 12 years old. That's a clue, actually. They'd have been 12 in the 88 Euro team.
Yeah. Mr. Tom confirmed that.
It's possible he does. Not the answer I'm looking for, though, brother.
He loves his crisps. Could that be it? That they love their crisps?
I'm sure they do. Who doesn't love crisps? I don't want to meet a person that doesn't love crisps.
All right.
I have a soured relationship with.
Oh, here we go. Here you go. Getting a little
Yes,
personal
Tom.
now. You got web feet.
But we've noticed. I have no idea if that's true. So,
I said that first.
okay. The answer is they were both born on July 1st, 1976.
Wow,
They were both born on the same day,
that's crazy.
but not same day years apart. They were born on the same day.
That is crazy.
Hmm.
They didn't score hat tricks against us.
Hence, I said, what about them is unique, but remarkably similar.
Very much. And with that in mind, we got to keep moving along here, people. And with that, we'll just do a little intro and it'll be good to go.
Ding, 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 ding. Sorry, I was getting. That's my favourite bit is when it gets all Chinesey.
I don't know all these things. I can see what these mean on YouTube, but I don't know what they mean. Like, it looks like purple poop, but all right, it is purple poop. All right, I don't get it.
All right, everyone.
So, Mr. Tom, Mr. Chris.
All right. I went to my local crisp emporium and I said, Jim Bob, I'm going to need some of that chicken style crisps. The chicken style.
Did you
If
go
you
chicken
remember.
style again?
They didn't have any. For some reason, the chicken style was sold out.
Is that how you're supposed to say it?
Chicken style. Sorry. Say it with me, everyone. Chicken style.
Chicken style.
Chicken style.
Some big Gunners having
Spencer's-
salt and vinegar.
Spencer's literally
kettle.
sat at home doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Ron, Spencer's
Sorry.
got the lime Tostitos. My kids love that.
So I
Nice.
went, what do you have for me, Jim Bob? What do you have? And he went, I've got you some fromage, please.
Fromage flavored. There you go. Different than like cheese flavored, right?
Okay, I'm going to read what it's described as. Lay's sour cream and onion flavoured potato chips. 130 grams. Ingredients include potato, vegetable palm oil, vegetable sunflower oil, flavouring, preparation. Sorry, that's
So sour
you
cream,
don't want to
Chris.
know that. You
Got
don't know that. You don't want to know behind the curtain. You don't want to know how the magic's made.
Nobody
I
wants to
just
know
want to
that.
know what they taste like, Tom. Shove it in your mouth.
Oh, it's very fromagey.
Kentucky.
So, just to show one.
Fromage.
Fromage. Fromage.
Oh, I got it. There's a request.
Hey everybody, this is Michael Jackson.
That's a Hanky from South Park.
He sounded like Mr. Pooh.
Hey,
That's a
leave the man
Hanky.
alone when he's doing his work.
Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pooh. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh,
we will be getting out of here in a little bit,
that's
folks.
a pleasant surprise. That's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
Tom likes it. He's
Let me
chowing
try
down.
3 more.
All right. We'll let you try them, and we'll get ready to get out of here as well.
Hanky.
So got a rating here. Oh, it sounds like Mickey Mouse South Park edition. It sounds like Mr. Hanky. I don't know if that's a good thing. That's what she said. There you go. He really loves the fromage lays. Fromage lays.
Hey everybody, I'm gonna give the rating of 9,942 out of 10,941. Don't forget to buy all my albums
So
and
9
come to
out of 10.
Neverland.
Oh my gosh. All right, people. Let's get out of here. We're gonna be heading out in a little bit here, so we're gonna have everybody say their good nights.
Tom already headed out.
First.
Hi guys. Thanks for having Gary. Last minute. Good to see you, Tom and Tony. Make sure you tune into a Full Nelson podcast on Wednesday, which I will not be on because of work. Looking forward to seeing highlights of the Arsenal game. Hope that Arteta figures it out pretty soon. Yeah. So have a good week, everyone, and see you guys later.
Cool. Well, Mr. Tom eats Tony. Say good night to the people.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully, I'm able to join all the shows this week. Look like I will. Almost dying's kind of mentally taxing on yourself. So I was kind of dealing with that last week. I hope I can not miss another episode of Full Nelson Podcast with Tom
Cool.
and Arsenal Fan Circle.
Yeah, I said it. Whatever you can do, send healthy thoughts to Tony. His body needs it. The medical instructions manual is trying to hit him with everything it's got, but he still comes with a smile.
Yeah.
He-
Apple called me, Gary.
Apple called you?
Yeah, I'm part of like the phone research things for health. They called me and asked me questions.
And you're like, which way? What's the? How long do you got?
Your phone's tried to kill me. And they were like, shit. Someone got the illnesses we were giving out.
Oh no, Mr. Tom.
Anyway, right. No seriousness. Okay. I'd just like to say thank you to Gary for having me on his show today. It's always an honour and a pleasure to grace his company, and also it was great to actually do a long form show with Alonso because it's actually very rare that gets to happen. It was quite enjoyable, and I'd like to thank Tony for basically being Tony in it, and like just does what he does, I suppose. like talking to Tony sometimes, like trying to get blood out of a stone, because like you'll go to Tony, this is the greatest thing in the world. What do you think about it? And he'll go, yeah, it was all right. Yeah, it was fine. Right. But then the second you go to say something else, he'll then have War and Peace to interrupt you with. It's like, yeah, thanks for that, Tony. Anyway, yeah, but always good. Look at his happy little face. Look at his little face. Look at his face, even though it's being hid by that giant E word, Tash. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want to get Gary in trouble. But it's going to giant Tash where like you probably shouldn't be allowed near within 100 yards. Yeah, anyway, obviously, thank you to everyone. Also, thank you to everyone in the chat that has blessed us with their time and their support. It's genuinely appreciated. If you do know people that like either Arsenal or nonsense, tell them about the show. And also, do the Holy Trinity: like, share, subscribe. Yeah, I never do. I never do that on my own show. I don't care if people subscribe to my show, but they should subscribe to this show because Gary's a nice guy. Don't subscribe to my show. In fact, unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. No, don't do that either. Don't do that either because you wouldn't know that the show, because the system, like, it lets you know, and then it helps, and then you're like, oh yeah, we can find out what happened to Gavin and Omos seen missing, obviously. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, thank you to everyone for their time. Thank you for Gary for
Tom, can you
giving
do a
me this
favor for me?
opportunity. Yeah.
No, we're getting out of here.
Come on,
He
it's
said-
a quick favor. What was the wheelchair called, Tom?
Dr. Chow.
No, Pretty Deadly. They have a name for his wheelchair.
What the world is this?
You have to
I have no
research
idea.
it.
You guys need
You
to
have
work
to
on your
research it.
delivery for the next time. But anyways, people, we are gonna head out of here. Thanks for joining us. We'll do this again next week. We'll talk about the game. Hopefully, it's a win for Arsenal, and hopefully, we get to see some good football for more than 30 minutes, more than 25 minutes. We'll do this again. And as I like to say, life is a journey. Don't waste a trip. Enjoy the ride. And we'll see you guys on the next one.